We understand negative fractions in exactly the same way that we understood the negative integers, that is, as the opposite of positive fractions. So, for example, negative 4/3 should be understood as 4/3, but backward. On the number line, here's what that would look like. My denominator is 3, so I want to divide each unit into 3 equal parts. Notice I drew my number line to make that easy. 4/3 then, we would start from 0 and count out 4 little pieces. Positive 4/3, we do that going to the right. For negative 4/3, we do the same thing, but going to the left. Notice we drew both of those starting from 0. They're each 4/3 long. It's just that negative 4/3 goes to the left. Now, notice where I drew the negative sign. I drew the negative sign outside of the fraction. I'm understanding this in terms of division. I'm taking 4 divided by 3 and then taking the opposite of the result. Remember, that fraction bar acts as a grouping symbol. What if I wrote the integer negative 4 in the numerator? Right, that would be negative 4 divided by 3. Well, remember, negative divided by positive is negative, and then we ignore the signs and divide. What if I wrote the negative sign in the denominator? That would be 4 divided by negative 3. Positive divided by negative is negative. We ignore the signs and divide. So again, that would be negative 4/3. What if I were to have a negative sign in both the numerator and the denominator? That would be negative 4 divided by negative 3. But remember, a negative divided by a negative is a positive number. So this would be positive, ignore the signs and divide. So this would turn out to be positive 4/3. If we're writing a negative fraction, we can write the negative sign just in front of the fraction. And in a lot of ways, that's nicest. It makes it look like a negative number. We can write it in the numerator, or we can write it in the denominator, although we usually don't like to write the negative sign in the denominator. But if we have a negative sign in both the numerator and the denominator, the result is a positive fraction.